Praise be Jesus Christ. Our Lord Jesus said, strive to enter by the narrow gate. I sometimes warn people about the possibility of going to hell, and I think this flows out of a kind of a fatherly anxious concern for my children. Any good parent doesn't want to see any harm coming to their children. Now, Our Lady appeared to the three children of Fatima, Lucia, Jacinta, and Francisco. Lucia wrote about this in her memoirs, and she says when Our Lady first appeared, she asked her, "Where are you from?" And Our Lady said, "I'm from heaven." And then Lucia asked, Shall I go to heaven too?" And Our Lady said, "Yes, you will." And Jacinta, she will go also. And Francisco, he will go there too, Our Lady said, but he must say many rosaries. Lucia goes on to say, "Then I remembered to ask about two girls who had died recently. They were friends of mine and used to come to my home to learn weaving with my eldest sister. I asked, 'Is Maria das Neves in heaven?' Our Lady said, 'Yes, she is.' Lucia says, 'I think she was about 16 years old. And Amelia?' Our Lady said, 'She will be in purgatory until the end of the world.'" Now this is a shocking response. She says, "It seems to me that she was between 18 and 20 years of age." Now there's a little footnote that says, until the end of the world could mean simply a long time. But it's still a frightening reality that we will have to give an account at the end of our life for the way we've lived, in particular for the way we died. Now, in Father Andrew Apostoli's book on Fatima, he says, "It was later learned that Amelia died in circumstances involving immoral behavior." He goes on, "Only God knows why she would be in purgatory until the end of the world. To be in purgatory, she must have been sincerely sorry for her sins when she died. However, she probably did not have sufficient time before her death to make satisfaction for all the temporal punishment due to these sins." Now, this story, this kind of scary story about 18-year-old Amelia being in purgatory for such a long time, there's a hope in this story because she's not in hell. And perhaps by all the prayers of the people who've prayed for Amelia, she is in heaven now, enjoying the beatific vision. And again, it seems, according to Father Andrew, she died in circumstances involving immoral behavior. And so many people, they talk to me, they say, "Hey, someone I love died, and the person wasn't really in a state of grace, I don't think, and they weren't living their faith, or maybe the person's committed suicide." And people ask me, like, "Can I have hope that this person isn't in hell and maybe is in purgatory?" And I think this story from Fatima of Amelia, who died in immoral behavior, I think this story is given to us by Our Lady to actually give us hope. That the people we love who died in circumstances that weren't too good, they're not necessarily in hell. We can hope that they're in purgatory. And we can pray for them. We can ask our Lord to bring them quickly into his eternal kingdom. So let's not lose hope. Let's say a little prayer for Amelia. Let's say a little prayer for all the people who've died, especially those who have died in unfortunate circumstances. Let's ask the Lord to bring them speedily into his kingdom. And let's strive. Let's strive to enter through the narrow gate, because we can't assume that we're going to heaven. The children of Fatima were given a vision of hell, and it reminds us that we must take God, and we must take our own dignity as children of God very seriously. Viva Cristo Rey.